Hey everybody and welcome. Today we're taking a deep dive into something we could all use a little more of. Good news.
That's right. It's easy to get bogged down in negativity, so we're going to unpack some positive stories from around the U.S.
We're looking at a transcript you sent over, Texto Colado, basically a mock news segment, but it's more than just headlines, right?
Exactly. We're going to dig into why these stories matter and what they tell us about bigger trends happening in the U.S.
I like it. So kick us off. What's the first story that caught your eye?
Well, they start with a heartwarming one. Those always get you. It's about Hurricane Helene. Remember that one? Just hit Florida.
Yeah, rough storm, a lot of damage.
Right. Well, after the hurricane, there was this amazing effort to help manatees. They were getting stranded by the storm surge.
Manatees, those gentle giants. The transcript mentioned biologists and volunteers, like working around the clock to get these manatees back to safety.
It's incredible, isn't it? And crucial, too. These rescues are essential. Oh, absolutely. See, manatees, they're already vulnerable. And hurricanes, they're more than just a storm for them. They disrupt their habitats, their food sources. It's a whole upheaval. These rescue efforts post-hurricane, it's not just a feel-good story. It's critical for the manatee population to actually recover.
Wow. Yeah. Never really thought about it like that.
It really highlights how important those conservation efforts are,
Mm.
especially now with climate change,
Yeah.
making these severe weather events, way more frequent.
It's like these volunteers are fighting a much bigger battle, not just this one hurricane.
Exactly. And there's another really interesting layer to
Oh,
this.
yeah. What's that?
This whole thing with the manatees, it's a perfect example of what we call citizen science.
Citizen science.
Yeah, everyday people,
Mm.
not just scientists, contributing to big research and conservation efforts. That's powerful stuff.
Absolutely is. Okay, so from sunny Florida and manatees, our next stop takes us to, well, equally sunny California, but a totally different vibe. We're talking book bans.
Yeah, this one is fascinating. It's got legal stuff, social stuff, the whole shebang. So you've got this concerning trend in parts of the U.S. where certain books are being banned, public libraries mostly.
Right, and the transcript mentioned this new California law specifically going after bans based on ideas or opinions. What does that even mean in practice? Like, what types of books are we talking about here?
It varies. Often the books that get targeted are dealing with LGBTQ themes, race, racism, anything considered controversial, the kind of stuff that could make some people uncomfortable.
And what are the arguments there? For and against these bans, I mean.
Right, so those who support the bans, they often say it's about protecting children, shielding them from certain ideas or upholding certain values, that sort of thing.
Okay, so from their perspective, it's about, like, parental control.
Yeah, you could say that. Now, on the other side, the opponents, they're saying this is straight up censorship.
Makes sense.
They say it limits freedom of expression, right? That it deprives people of the chance to, engage with different perspectives. And this is where this California law gets interesting. It basically takes a hard stance against this whole book banning movement.